Hey y'all, it's Friday. Quick update. I know a lot of you seen my post from yesterday. I was at work, normal day, nothing really going on, and my daughter called me, and my oldest son was having a seizure on the job. He has no history of seizures, nothing like that. No allergies, not allergic to anything, nothing whatsoever. Thankfully, he was only a couple miles from where I work. And so I just snatched my purse and ran. I barely even said a word to anybody running out the door because it's my kid. I'm gone. I broke every traffic law known to man between here and a couple miles from here to get to over there. Obviously, without a care in the world. And I got over there to him, and I was scared to death. So as I was driving over there, 140 miles an hour, I saw the fire truck heading in that direction. Now, I knew they were going to him. And so I was behind the fire truck. We were going. And so when I got to him, I whipped in really quick, and I barely even put my car in park because I just jumped the hell out and ran because he was laying on the ground. He was sweating profusely. I mean, it was just pouring off his head. And he was laying on the ground, his eyes were open, and he was kind of looking around a little bit. Started coming to, I was touching him and rubbing on him, letting him know, it's mom, mom's here. And, got him to come around, and the, EMT guys were coming over, and we got him set up, and, they started hooking everything up to him, seeing what was going on, checking him and all that, and, then we called an ambulance, to come and get him. He was kind of being coherent, but he was saying a couple things that, were kind of talking out of his head. He was looking for his book bag. He doesn't have a book bag. He didn't have one with him. And at one point he thought he had somehow gotten up under the tire of the fire truck. He was saying, was I under the tire? So he was out of his head talking, trying to come to. So we went to the hospital, and they did, an x-ray, and they did CAT scans, and they did urinalysis and blood work and EKG and all that, and everything looked normal. They didn't see any reason or anything that would have caused the seizure. So he's just got to, follow up with, primary care doctor and that kind of thing, kind of take it easy. We're not going to leave him alone by himself, for a couple of days, just kind of make sure everything's okay. So it was scary. I'm sure I lost several years off my life, that mama, fear, when something happens to your babies. You'll move hell and high water, and nothing will stop you from getting to them. Nothing on this earth whatsoever. If a cop would have got behind me, he would have just followed my ass all the way to the scene, because I ain't stopping. We can talk about it later once we get there. But I will say, when he did fall out, my son works for his dad's company, and they clean lots, like all these warehouses and stuff like that. They keep their, parking lots and everything clean. And so when they get to a job site, all the guys kind of disperse across, the whole parking lot, and they're working. So he was around the front by himself when this happened, and everybody else was kind of around the building or whatever. And so somebody driving by, literally just an angel on earth, was driving by at the time and seen him fall out and seen him, start seizing. And without a moment's pause, he parked and jumped out and ran over to my son. And in the chaos of everything that was happening after I got there and all that, because when I pulled up and I saw that guy, I thought he was maybe just working with them. I didn't know the circumstance because I was just focused on my son. And so when I found out that's what had happened, we looked up and he was gone. He had left. With the EMTs, and the cops were there, and all of that. So if anybody sees anything about this gentleman that, if you happens to post about it or whatever, please let me know, because I would love to, really take the time to thank this man for his selfless and caring act. And it really was just an angel on earth. And we need more people like that. And I really want to show my appreciation to this gentleman, for stopping and, putting his own safety or whatever to the side, because he didn't know what was happening. He just saw something that clearly was wrong, and he just jumped and ran to him. And so I want to thank him. So if you see that anywhere on any of the social medias, please let me know, because I want to reach out to this gentleman. But he's home now. Everything's fine. Thank the Lord. So I'm at work this morning, about to go in. And geez, I'm beside myself, with just thankfulness and gratefulness that he's okay. And it was really scary. It was really scary. And, I knew what that fear felt like. Empathetically, because my sister, as many of you know, her son a couple years ago suffered a traumatic brain injury. And he is full 24-hour care. He isn't disabled or anything like that, but he can't be left alone. He requires full 24-hour care. And my sister hasn't been able to work since and takes care of him. And he still has seizures occasionally. And she will call us on the phone just so that somebody's there with her, physically or just on the phone while he's going through the seizure, because it's very scary. Very scary as a mama. And it always just breaks my heart. I just want to help that for her. I just want to take that away or make that better. If I could, I would just give anything to take that away, because it's a constant fear of hers. And, you just never know. You just really never know. So live every day absolutely to the fullest. Love the people in your life that care for you and you care for, and just be a kind person. And, much like that angel on earth who jumped out and helped my son, if you see somebody in need, help them. Okay? Help them, because it matters. Thank y'all. For everybody who commented, sent me messages, everything like that, thank you. I love y'all.